Getting paid's just a regular thing to us. Cause if it ain't getting money, it's strange to us. And if you don't wanna smoke, you ain't gotta pay. I'm rolling up by myself, trying to find a way. Floating away, floating away, floating away, floating away.
Swear I got so high last night I don't even remember going to sleep. But I do know these Louis go with my feet. And the critics, they feel how my lyrics do go over beats. 20K shopping when do go overseas. Smoking weed in the most expensive suite. Even though we ain't supposed to be living anywhere close to these people. How they gon' hate on me? I got more bread than most of these people. Don't wish that for my enemies, I pour a toast for them. And keep positive energy and hella smoke for them.
Radio show. You can say, I don't even know if I'm nervous. To be for real, I'm more excited. It's gonna open up a lot of opportunities. Goes well. Yeah. I love you, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Mixtape coming out soon. What else? Alright, I'm here with y'all again. It's your boy Kid, this is Siege. The dude from StereoAssault. Doing this radio show. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. We finna get this cracking. Oh man. Yeah, yeah.
Famous now, so we made it. Why is everybody in New York so fascinated with Apollonia from Purple Rain?
Cause man, she a goddess.
I mean, I understand, but it's like, hey, y'all pretty lonely here.
Shit.
Oh, so you should go.
No, I'm not trying to videotape you, cause I'm just getting like different shots. I ain't trying to do you. I ain't trying to do you like that, cause I ain't trying to do you like that, bro. I'm just trying to get different shots. Nah, man, I ain't even like that, bro. I ain't even like that. Nah, man. I mean, you do what you do.
Saying, man.
30 seconds.
Yep, 30-second elevator speech.
I am a 7C and gold wearing, loud spoken, arrogant, crazy, realistic person you'll probably ever meet. Like, I speak what's on my mind 24/7. I stay talking about something, don't care what it is, but I stay talking about something. I eat, sleep, breathe music, and I get up and I repeat every single day of my life. I believe I'm called to do what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna stay doing it. I ain't no ASAP, but I'm too trill. I say that all the time. That's how I feel. That's how I feel right now.
Man,
Shizzy.
So man, like, describe to us like your rapping style or your technique, or like who do you sound most like?
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
To be honest though, man, I got many. I've gotten Big Sean, I've gotten Drake, I've gotten Kid Cudi, I've gotten Wayne. No disrespect to Wayne, but I don't like that one. I've gotten a very like Wiz Khalifa. I've gotten, you know, T.I. I don't really see how I'm any close to T.I., but I mean, I've gotten many different styles. But I mean, I would probably say myself, I would say my flow is more super duper. Like, you know, say 2 lines, punchline. You know, say 2 lines, punchline. You know, something like that. But I mean, even then, I won't even categorize myself under that because you know, it just changes. You know. I like doing what sounds cool to me, you know. So if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, then you're lost. You know what I'm saying? All
right. What does the name Kid O'Shea mean?
Well, it took me a minute actually to get Kid O'Shea. You mean you can't even tell the story of how many names I had before?
Oh yeah, man, go for it.
All right. Well, the names I had before was I went by Frankie for the longest. And then I was like, I'm tired of that, man. That has no character. That has no strength, man. You know, who you gonna listen to? A rapper named Frankie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So my mom was like, I should go by Benjamin. Like Benjamin, and I was like, so I was like, no, that's not gonna, we can't do that. That's not gonna happen. So I tried that out. That didn't work. But then I went by Kid. So I really liked that, because then, you know, I kept going by that. My grandfather, before he passed away, used to call me Kid. So I was just kind of like, I was dabbling with that with different names, and then finally it got to a point where I was like, I need more strength behind it. Well then, I remember when I used to be Muslim, like I used to be like, the people in that whole Muslim thing used to call me a wizard, and I looked up the name wizard in Muslim and it's O'Shea. So I was like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I am a wizard, nigga. I make magic happen, you know what I'm saying? So I made kids stand for knowledge is dominant, because I believe if you don't have no knowledge, then what's the point of, you know, doing what you do? You gotta have knowledge behind what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So I just went by that, and then I stuck with it ever since. But then I recently picked up the name Frankie Loud, and I really like that a lot. But I'm not gonna make that on my rap name, you know, just like an alias, you know, something like that. But yeah, Kid O'Shea in a nutshell.
Cool. Well, I got a question for you, man. You said you were Muslim.
Yeah, I was. I used to be.
What kind of Muslim?
I used to be like bean pie, Farrakhan.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you think hip hop is portrayed in the Muslim culture?
I think actually, personally, the way I see it like a lot of Kanye West's and Jay-Z's and you know, even ASAP, you know, Schoolboy Q, rappers like that. They kind of portray it as in the sense of like, oh, as in like it's a good thing to kind of be Muslim or to have that knowledge under your belt. Because I mean, not even lying, being a Muslim is very useful. It's a very skillful tool. I mean, learning how to eat right, you know, learning what you know we eat, what we consume, what you see on the television, and be able to know behind the things is a scene. So I mean, I think hip hop is portraying it in a sense of a good way in some aspects, but then I feel sometimes that like they can kind of misconstrue, if that's the right word, what really being a Muslim is. Because when a lot of people think of a Muslim, they think turban, 9/11. So then that gives people like me a bad impression, you know. Oh, you wore a turban, you was in 9/11. No, I was, you know, Minister Louis Farrakhan, bean pie, saluting, you know, doing that whole militant kind of thing. Because being those two Muslims are two different things. Like a Sunni Muslim is, if you know what a non-denominational Christian is, it's like that. You know, you just reading the Quran for what it is. You're not reading it for anything else. You know what I'm saying? So I believe hip-hop, in a sense, is portraying it right, but at the same time, I think they're kind of doing it in the wrong sense as well.
How do you think Muslims look at hip-hop?
I think they want us to change. They don't want us to just talk about, you know, girls popping it, you know, and us throwing dollars, you know, making it rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally, myself, don't really want to talk about making it rain. You mean, you never really, if I do, I'm making fun of the fact of, you know, somebody making it rain. Because I believe just because you got all that money don't mean nothing. I mean, I believe you're a slave to whatever you do. I mean, when you do music, that you just eat, sleep, breathe, and do music, that's all you do. I mean, back in the day, like we had to, like when our slave ancestors had to go on the field and just work on cotton, that's all they could do was eat, sleep, breathe, do that cotton for them. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, I mean, you're a slave to whatever you do. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. How long you been doing music this year?
Man, I've been doing it for a while because like my family we've had me always in music. I sang in a church choir, you know. So I mean,
who hasn't?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like I was in there. Like my parents made me. Like I had to do it. I had to do it. So I mean, it was kind of rough for a little bit because at first I was like, I don't even want to do music. So I kind of strayed away from music and tried to find myself. So, but eventually I ended up realizing that this is what I need to be doing. I mean, I skateboarded since I was like 13 years old, but then I realized that's not what's gonna bring me my money, my income, my flow. I mean, I'm good at it, but it wasn't my calling, what I feel like I should have did. This right here is what I've been doing ever since I was knee high. You know, I've been put around, you know, drums, been put around. I had to play the violin for the longest time. I had to do recitals with violins and play recorders and flutes and, you know, all this stuff. So, I mean, music is pretty much my, like, that's all I have. That's all I can do, you know.
How's, do you ever think you make a band type, like who is Gym Class Heroes or
shouts out to Phony People because up in New York, I know they probably can't hear me, but regardless, shouts out to them because that's a really talented group. Now that you speak of it, like I personally myself would like to do something like that because Diamond Dozen, who is the main leader from Phony People, does. Like, he has, that's his group, and they have, you know, a wide array of talented people from, like, they have this one black dude all the way from this one white guy, but in the mix, it's like, you know, they got, like, Albanian guys, they got guys from Salvador, and, you know, got different guys from Mexico, Asian, you know, all Irish, you know, Poland, all different kinds of dudes within that group, and it makes they sound so good, and it's like, when you listen to them, it's like, you listen, it's right to listen to them, you know what I'm saying? So if I do make a group, I want it to be right. I don't want it to be something that you just, oh, it's another group. No offense to like NSYNC or any of them that just finished, but I mean, I just don't want to make a group and it be poppy for a second, and if I'm making a group, I want it to be good. Like Young Money, no respects, because that's just how's that? I don't know. It's just me. I want if I do a group, it has to be set right. You know what I'm saying? It has to be on a set course right, where we all agree on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to break up after 2 years because we can't make agreements or money comes in. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense to me.
NWA?
Right. Big. Thank you. Perfect example. So. Yeah, I mean, I would, but it has to be right. And it hasn't been. I mean, I've tried 3 or 4 times, you know. Shouts out to Young Optimist, KB, Yellowface, but, you know, it didn't work out so hot. So, I mean, ended up just doing our own thing.
Okay. Well, what are your favorite places, like you can open up a magazine and then be like, yo, the South by Southwest was dope, yo, Coachella was dope. Is there, like, any festivals or, like, big music events you would just love to perform in?
Off the top of the dome?
Why not?
Shoot, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. I mean, what's that one that they had recently? Do you know any of the ones that had recently? I can't remember their names.
South by Southwest just happened.
I was talking about somebody with that one up at the studio I went to. I would like to perform it. That was just because, what's his name? John Connor, if you don't know, John, or whatever his name. He had people like in army suits supporting this stuff, you know, with flags on saying John Connor or die. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I could do that, that'd be cool, because a lot of that's like good promotion, especially for St. Louis, because man, St. Louis really don't have any like big artists that's cool besides Nelly. And I mean, it's time for somebody else to kind of step up and, you know, show that St. Louis is not whack. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that gives. I think us like in St. Louis, we don't really get a good rep. You know what I'm saying, in the hip hop game, to be for real. You know.
So what do you think a change that? What do you have in store to make you the next star?
I definitely want to take the game. Shouts out to Nelly. I want to definitely give like respects to him, how he took the game by storm with his style, because a lot of people didn't think his style would work, and I think that's how a lot of people look at me. Even though they probably like my stuff or not, they probably see my style as something that may not work, and I really want to take my style and just, you know, develop it to the point where I can take it and then people be like, you know, I like this, I'm gonna respect this, you know. Even if you don't like it, you respect it just because, you know, I'm doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying? Kind of how Nelly did himself, you know.
Okay. What artists locally do you just bump to riding the car with?
Still to this day, Smokey the Nerd. Shouts out to Smokey the Nerd, because that dude, The Big Bang Theory, if you can find it on iTunes or anything, I will bring you a copy. This dude, man. It's favorite song by that dude is what's that one called? I can't even remember. But he went crazy. It's like track number 3. If you ever get that CD on your hands, it's a really, 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 really cool CD.
Big Bang Theory
by Smokey the Nerd. If you can still find it. If you can't, man,
I'm sure it's somewhere on iTunes.
Yeah, it's somewhere on iTunes, or you probably can find it. Like, a lot of people did cop that, so I mean, I could probably find somebody who has a copy of it, but it's...
Mindless plug right there. There you go.
Yeah, definitely him. Who else? My homeboy KB. Definitely some of him. Oh, definitely ST the Beat Killer. He has some monster tracks. This dude, man, he has punchlines that just, man, for days. I definitely ST the Beat Killer. Shouts out to him. Big time, big time.
All right, well, go ahead and introduce to us Anger and Rage.
All right, this right here is Anger and Rage. This is probably like the opening, the chronicle of how I feel, how I see, you know, hip hop, how I see myself, how I see things in this world. So, with no further ado, I introduce to y'all Anger and Rage. All right. We just finished this interview up, StereoAssault, man. It was awesome. Great experience, man. I just want to give my shout outs to Siege.
Swag.
Julian.
Julian. engineering the whole time, man. You know, such a blessing. Look at the amazingness that y'all seeing right now. Just everywhere, you know, just awesomeness, man. You know, rep the T's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Next time, Tiger.
Shouts out to all goals. You know what I'm saying? Sevens all day. We do it. I see y'all when I see y'all. Good night, YouTube.